Hello and welcome to this new initiative here on Newysports. This is FIFA 17. We're going to be doing a career mode with the Newcastle Jets, and I'm sort of rushing this intro because you'll never guess it. I've had some technical difficulties. Long story short, I have an actual game recorder, a PVR. Ordered it from America about 3 or 4 years ago now for about $200, and being American, it's got the two-prong sort of electrical plug-in. So I had to get a socket adapter, and I think it's blown. So I can't use that. I'm using the default PlayStation recording thing, so I'm not used to this at all. I'm not used to really talking over the top of video games either. So we don't have any sound because I don't want the music on the videos just in case it's copyright. So apologies for that. But anyway, what happened is I already set this thing up, and I've gone through 2 months. I don't want to have to do it again. What I thought was going to happen was, I'm used to starting career modes in England where the transfer window is open. It's not when you start with the Jets. So I actually had some players that I was looking at, and I was going to let you, the viewers, sort of vote, I guess, on what players we want to bring in, and we can't do that until January, but these were the 6 players I sort of looked at. I really wanted wingers. That was my main focus. I was thinking Calver just to be in behind sort of Hoffman as a second right back. I guess Cowburn's there too, but Calver can also play across the middle, I believe. Yes, so he'd be decent to bring in. This Rogerson, they told me 300 grand. Wellington, I don't know if he's worth that. Got good acceleration, good agility, but for a winger, you want to look at stuff. Where am I looking? I'm looking for sort of crossing, and it's not very good there. I'm pointing at the screen trying to show you, but obviously you can't see me. But 24, 34 crossing, that's very bad. Kuzmanovski's someone possibly to bring in from Melbourne City. Bahaja, of course, from the Mariners. He's probably going to be my main option. I've got a Grimsby Town career mode that I've been doing since this game come out. So this is the first time I've played FIFA 17 without being Grimsby. Bahaj is my top goal scorer. He's 299 games for me with Grimsby, and he's got 140 goals or something. Blackwood maybe, and O'Doherty from Adelaide. So they're the 6. We can't even think about that till January. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the first game. First things first, we are playing on Legendary. That's what I play FIFA on. I do play a lot of FIFA, so I'm used to it. I'm used to playing in the Premier League, so we got it set on slow. I don't know if I possibly put that up to normal, depending on how these games go. 5 minutes Legendary, and just so you can see, these are the sliders I have. Computer shot errors down to 40. That actually reduces it, I think. Oh no. So that means the computer shots are more likely to go in, as are mine, because with Grimsby I was getting a lot of 0-0 draws, and I don't appreciate 0-0 draws. Computer shots speed, can't even talk at the moment. Computer shot speed's up to 55. Their goalkeeping's better, their positioning's better. As you can see, I've pretty much got it stacked against me. So for those who don't think, for those who think that I might actually be cheating and all that, I'm not. I'm actually playing on a very tough difficulty. We'll turn the commentary off because I don't, give it 1 hour of hearing Martin Tyler and Alan Smith, and you'll get sick of it. So we're going to play Melbourne Victory at home. That is the first game. Let's have a quick look at the schedule. I hope to God this is still recording. We got Victory at home, then City away, and then the Mariners at home. Sydney away, Wellington home. So we'll just have a quick sort of gander. It's a busy month in December. Oh, jeez. That is very unrealistic. That's what I don't like about FIFA is, I guess Brisbane on a Sunday and Perth on a Wednesday, that's you don't see that in the A-League, and you definitely don't see this. We got the Mariners away on the 18th of January, and then 2 days later we're back home against City. That's going to be very difficult, but we're going to have to do it because that's what the game tells us to do. So anyway, let's play. Let's get into it against Melbourne Victory. 2 years ago, I did a Jets career mode and won the championship, but that was on a lower difficulty. We'll just play with a normal formation. I don't normally run with a goalkeeper on the bench. That's not something I like doing, because unless the goalkeeper gets injured, then you don't need a goalkeeper on the bench. And on FIFA, it is cheating the system, I guess, but I've played 300 games with Grimsby Town and I've never had my goalkeeper get injured or get sent off. It just doesn't happen. So we're going to start with Duncan. Because this is a video game, BK's back, Lachlan Jackson's back, all those, Alessi maybe even might be in there, I'm not sure, but all those injured players are good to go. But instead of starting BK, we're going to go with Duncan. And there you go, there's a bit of music for you. I don't know how loud that is coming through the video, but that is, I've got my headphones on here and that is pretty loud. So we're here against Melbourne Victory, and I'll wait to have a look at the Victory team. I'll probably be cutting these videos short, editing them. Lee Broxham, I think that's Lee Broxham. It sort of looks like him a little bit. Of course, players, especially A-League players, do not look like themselves on FIFA. Look at that vandalism on the grandstand there. That's a nice little effect. Doesn't look anything like Hunter Stadium. There's the manager I picked. That's the one I got at Grimsby. The Leo Messi lookalike. And there's some stuff I don't really care about. Oh, actually I do, because Troisi and Rojas going to Victory. So I do care about that. They're playing, obviously. There you go, that's Marco Rojas. I have him at Grimsby Town. I have him along with a few other A-League players like Scott Galloway, Trent Bahaja, Liam Rose, all from the Mariners. I had Devante Kloop from the Jets. We'll have a look at the teams in a sec once we go through the formalities here. Neither team have a major sponsor on the game, which is a little bit of a shame. Nice to see Varley there on the shorts. Local company making it big on FIFA 17. And nice to see that this guy's wearing the same jacket he wears for Grimsby. I'd like to see a blue jacket. There's the lineup anyway. Typical Jets formation. It's a, I guess you call that 4-4-1-1, or possibly a 4-2-3-1, I guess, depending on how we play it. And there you go. That's the Victory team, and it looks pretty good. I will enjoy the game. Thank you, Mr. PA man. Fahid Ben Kaufella on the bench, which that's good for us, but Besart Barisha. Let's kick off anyway. Here we go. Now, I don't know how this is going to transition onto an actual video. This is so much slower than what I'm used to. I'm used to playing in the Premier League, so I tend to not do any skill moves or anything like that. I just like playing FIFA. I like playing real foot. This is good. This is actually pretty good. It's not fast, it's nice and slow, and it just allows us to give Hull an option here, and he loses it. That's pretty realistic, but try and get in behind here. We'll get Hull chased back. And already Troisi is getting beyond Ergokovic here. We've got to be careful because on Legendary, the opposition is very, very fast. It doesn't matter who you play, they are very, very fast. And Victory are currently very, very fast. Bulgaria, we've left that inside man open. That's danger averted here. This is a very difficult game to start the season, I'm not going to lie. We'll give it to Hull, and if we can just get on the inside, I'm waiting for someone to make a run, and no one did. And that's FIFA for you. And look at that ball to Beister. Just stop him in his tracks. And we'll just sort of try and... I like that first play where we got it to Hull and we just sort of unlocked their defence. Sort of build up a little bit. Just keep possession in the midfield. Definitely don't go backwards. I hate teams that do that. Cough, cough, Jets in real life. We want to play possession. My controller battery's running out, which isn't a good sign. I might actually have to end this video and then make a new one. Here we go. This is Vajika. And that's a good save there by Lawrence Thomas, I believe it is. In goal for Victory. This is the left back. And it was missing anyway, so I don't really know. As you can see, the British police officer in the background. That's not realistic, is it? They don't have those big hat things here. That was not a good option there. I'm not a very good header of the ball on FIFA, so I tend to go low with my crosses. It just didn't work out there. We'll just slide in here and just stop that little movement down the wing by Georgievski, I believe it was. Rojas taking throw-ins. See, that's another thing about FIFA is, you know, we all know in real life that fullbacks take throw-ins. That's normally how it works. Marco Rojas shouldn't be taking the throw-in. EA, if you're watching this, I doubt you are. And there's our first foul. Valerio, they're going to take it. That's a little quick free kick, I guess. And there's another foul. That could be a card as well. So soon after the other. That potentially offside there. Get it to Hoffman here, and we'll get it out to Poliak on the wing, of all people. I like maybe a little, oh, that's not enough on it, but if we can win it, no, we can't. So yeah, I definitely want to bring some people in the transfer window. In real life, of course, we've got things like the salary cap, we've got things like the squad size, visa restrictions. You don't have that on FIFA. I'm still going to sign local players, but I'm going to sign more than 23 or whatever the number is you have to have in real life. Again, I want to bring in depth. Nordstrom sort of tries to push this guy off the ball. We'll try and win this with Hoffman. It's going to go out, unfortunately. It's not a bad start. I don't actually remember Victory having a chance yet, so Naboo will win that, and they'll play that out for a goal kick. We're definitely doing all right. I'll be very happy with a 0-0 draw in the first game of the season against Victory. Earlier today, this is New Year's Day as I'm recording this. Happy New Year, by the way. I played a friendly match against the Mariners just to sort of scope out how the Jets feel on FIFA, and I like how they feel. It's not, you know, you're not playing with Messi or Ronaldo, but it's awful defending there. Oh dear. It's a horrible shot. You know, you're not playing with Messi or Ronaldo. It's a lot slower, but I do like that sort of style. It's different. You pass it around a bit more. Yeah, I played the Mariners earlier. I went to a penalty shootout. We're just having a friendly, and I won it, which was good. It's always good to beat the Mariners in virtual life or in reality. And brilliant game down there last night at Central Coast Stadium. I'm not going to lie. You know, I like football. Even if I'm going to watch our arch nemesis. That's a penalty. Oh, wow. Barrow's given away the penalty here. And we have a chance just before half-time. Yellow card and everything. This has come to life. We have a chance to take the lead against Melbourne Victory on Legendary in our first game of the season. Oh, dear. Definitely a penalty. Wayne Brown. We haven't really had too many penalties in real life. I'd consider Hall to be an option, but he's only 40. We'll go with Brown, and I'm not very good at taking penalties. I'm going to warn you, but it's in. And just like that, we lead Melbourne Victory by 1-0 in our first game of this new career mode. And how good is that? And really, there hasn't been a lot of chances for balls into the final third for all-round sort of play. I think we've been the better team. I was waiting for the ground announcer to announce that one, but he doesn't, unfortunately. Nonetheless, it's a goal to Wayne Brown. And we are beating Melbourne Victory. Just try not to give it away here. This is a period for anyone who's played FIFA career mode. They'll know that stoppage time in the first half is always a danger period. It has been for years on FIFA. We'll just try and survive to half time.